I am Shu. I am a no-coder with a design background. I am also doing the 12 products in 12 months challenge. And I have recently quit my job as a product designer to go full indie. Yes. So I'm selling a visual skills directory. So basically you can scan this directory and it's got a bunch of like GIF snippets to show you a specific skill. The niche area that I'm in is poi, which is part of the flow arts umbrella. So you can see this trick that I'm doing here, that's poi. But the reason why I made this site is to accelerate learning, because you can get really frustrated when you're learning a trick that is maybe too far out of your reach. And so the best way to learn is to progress in baby steps. So that will put you in a flow state quicker, and it'll make learning way more fun and way more sticky for the user. So yeah, how this works is that the users understand their prerequisites. So before they jump to a certain trick or a certain skill, they know the foundations that they need to have in place before they attempt to do that skill. It's made on this tech stack. I'm using Softer for the front end, Airtable for the back end and automations, using Make as well to talk to Cloudinary, which transforms all the videos to GIFs. So you don't have to do that process manually. But also what Cloudinary does is it compresses your videos so that when you're storing on Airtable, it's not using too much of your data. Yeah, sorry, I already explained this. I made it to make learning more enjoyable. And I'm selling this because I don't have time to work towards monetizing this product. The 12 in 12 forces me to cut my project short, and you might have the assets and a network to make it work. So like I said, it's a white label project. If you're not in the poi community, I don't expect anyone here to be. If you have some sort of visual skill community that you're a part of, or you know an influencer in the space that might want to demonstrate their content this way, or they have a learning community that they're a part of. Some examples of what other contexts you could put this in is skateboarding. You know, if you're doing tricks, there's obviously a trick progression to learning skateboarding, pole dancing, knitting. It could be anything that is a visual type of skill. So if it's visual and it's progressively more difficult to learn, then this is a perfect website structure for it. So I'm going to show you the back end. So yeah, everything is in Airtable. Can I confirm everyone can see my Airtable right now? Cool. Yeah, so you've got your tricks. Tricks can be categorized into groups as well. And then there's two ways you could do this content. It could either be owned by one person, or it can be, in my case, a crowdsourced tricks database. So I've got like areas where you have members, and I have even a badge system and karma point system. So for people who contribute to the website, they earn points and badges. So yeah, this is the front end. You've also got a members profile. You can see that I've contributed. I've got a couple of badges. And then I can, because it's an open source nature, I can add a trick group, which is like different categories, or I can add an individual trick. So I'll show you what the skills page looks like. So these are all the individual skills, and here are some people besides myself who has uploaded some tricks. And the good thing about this is that if you tap into a trick, it's going to show you a tutorial. Sorry, it links to a tutorial, which if you look at the URL down there, this one links to a TikTok tutorial, but it can link to YouTube. So for example, if you know an influencer in the space who has a lot of YouTube videos, this is one way that they can categorize their videos, and you can see that you should probably learn these tricks. as prerequisites before you get to that trick. That's very baseline. Yeah, I've got like around 30 members, and you can see some of their badges here from very minimal marketing. So yeah, that's the back end and the front end. Again, this is perfect for people who have a network to tap into. You might know an influencer who might want this. You might be part of a community that is based around visual skills, or you make tutorials yourself, and this acts as a searchable visual directory of tutorials, because YouTube, like your video page might be really hard to navigate. So yeah, an epic improvement, which is been my ultimate North Star for this project, is to be able to show a skill progression tree. I didn't have the technical capabilities of doing this. So if you do, this, I think, would be a very good unique value proposition. So all of us are no-coders here. As an example, with no-code, there are actually different branches to learning no-code. It's not a linear progression. So automations might be one part of your no-code branch, or it could be workflows might be a different branch. You could have software as like one branch, bubble is another branch. So learning is never a linear process. If you can do a skill progression tree that would talk to the Airtable linked records, that would be an epic improvement. So yeah, just to wrap things up, stats and stuff, 30 plus users. You can have the content, it's included in the price if you want it by any chance. The domain and branding is all yours, and I will also provide asynchronous support because I want to help you make this work. I forget the price that I advertised it as. I think it's $275. I'm not sure. Open to negotiations as well.